continue winning games if they run their offense efficiently by doing things like moving the ball, setting screens, and just general communication with one another. He feels that if they accomplish this, even the best defensive teams in the league won't be able to contain them.
Setting the floor for the... And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge,
the previous play is under review.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. If you look at the Mavericks, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor.
Both good from the line that time. And with the new season just underway, Richard, you can feel the excitement around the league.
It's one of my favorite times of the year, B.A. And after all the hard work these guys put in during the offseason, now we get to see if it's paid off. And how great are they playing 4 for 4 shooting to start this one?
Pass to Hudgens. Here's Walter. Miles with a rebound.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Jordan goes in. Puts up the 8-footer. Doesn't go that time.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Here's Hudgens. Off target from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 11 points.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 13.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
There's a minute 54 left in the first.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Three-pointer. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Hudgens. Miles with a rebound. Philadelphia leading by 8. Jordan goes in. That one goes. Count it.
This run. Has been fueled by their matador defense.
There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Miles. The rebound by Detroit.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Pistons trail by 10. To the middle. Here's Walter. To halt the run. Miles with a rebound. Miles has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to Jordan. Takes a 3. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Walter. Here's Cunningham. He's guarded by Washington. Just 3 on the clock. Cunningham. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding? The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead. Just checked in for the Pistons. Walter comes in for Clark. Pass to Armstrong. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Jeffries. The Sixers lead by 15. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
The Pistons have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, cool hands in the last outing against the Pistons was simply terrific. He finished with 60 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes.
He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
From deep, Jordan counted from distance. Jordan's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Hudgens. The 3 is up. Pistons keep it alive. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 16-5 run to the inside. Here's Hunt. And the layup is good off the glass. Hunt's got his first points in this one.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
A minute 58 left in the first half of this game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Kate Cunningham's checked in for Detroit. Here's Hudgens. No points so far. Cunningham outside. Pass to Armstrong. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
From deep, Jordan. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Cunningham with the ball. Checked by Washington. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. Pass break, Philadelphia. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jordan's got 13 points in this quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. That one drops for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Pass to Hudgens from behind the arc. They get the rebound. Mullen comes up empty down low.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
From 7, and down it goes. 2 points. Jordan's got 38 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Cleared away by Wells. And here's Jordan. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Up in time. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Oh, wow.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome. It certainly hasn't been as competitive as we hoped it would be.
Shaq's already falling asleep over there. Wake up, man.
Yeah, we had to go.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Philadelphia 76ers.
The offense has been well engineered, kind of like diesel engine, but much, much more advanced. More like a jet.
Yeah, that diesel engine going to show you real power when that camera turns off.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Cunningham. He's out there with Walter, and it's Hudgens in at the 4. From the wing, nice jump shot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
To the right side. Now Jordan. He's got 44. Pass to Hunt. Back to Jordan. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Hudgens. Well, Detroit's shooting a low 30% from the floor. Now here's Cunningham. 18 feet out. Rebound by Philadelphia. Wells has got 4 rebounds now. Now Jordan. Good on the shot. Jordan's got 46.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And here's Detroit. And here's Cunningham outside. Hits a three-pointer.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And there it is for him. Jordan's got 48.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Hudgens. Puts up a 3. Hunt grabs a miss. Hunt's got 4 rebounds in the game. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Miles, the pass to Jordan. And good! There's another! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Hudgens. Back to Cunningham from the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. The 3 from Washington. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here are the Pistons. Pass to Hudgens. There's Cunningham with a 3. Doesn't go for him.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Wells, the pass to Jordan. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Hudgens. A minute 50 left in the 3rd quarter. There's a screen. And it's Hudgens missing. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the 3rd quarter.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And the Pistons shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Back to Jordan. Uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 55.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Well, the Pistons shooting a low 29% since halftime. Here's Walter, covered by Jordan, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Timeout called, the 76ers. And it's a completely new group for the 70s.
Winning time, kid. Get in there. What's up, coach?
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Cunningham. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
His first half performance. Somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
We've got George, and it's Blunt in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. From deep, Jordan. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Walter. Back to Cunningham. 4-3. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Jeffries, the pass to Jordan. This one for 3. The rebound by Hudgens. The Pistons have gone 7 of 8 in this 4th quarter.
Hey, watch him.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Goes up from the top of the key, and that's good for 2. Jordan's got 60.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Detroit has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this 4th quarter. And that one's good. Cunningham.
A sharp shooter from the mid-range. Cunningham doesn't need much room to feel comfortable firing away.
George, left side. Back to Jordan. Good. He hits again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The rebound by Detroit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for cool hands.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Oh, no. He may have gotten injured right there. Man, he's in a lot of pain.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Nash. Second chance effort. Here's Walter. Jacks up a 3. No good there.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
From deep, Jordan fires in the triple.
And, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Cunningham. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Jordan with it. hits yet again. Wow!
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. We saw...
Right, MP. They can't stop you. Way to bring home that W. Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been running. MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Up next, the Nuggets taking on the 76ers. For the Nuggets, they're playing with terrific focus. Their hard work from the summer is paying off with a quick start right out of the gate. Sixers, Nuggets, coming right up. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And that game against Memphis, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Team getting sharper every time out.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Washington. Jordan is out there with Williams. And it's Hunt in at the shooting guard. And for the Nuggets, they've got Pollard. He's out there with Grant. And it's Sims in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here we go.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Well, as we know, MP has made it a point to play well and win against these good defenses. They've put it out there, and their opponents have come in wanting to prove them wrong.
Well, give MP and his team credit. They set a goal and have executed thus far. Another tough matchup here against a great defensive team, but MP's team and their high-powered offense have proven to be a handful.
Pass to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Here's Anthony. No good on the 3. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from Jordan. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Pollard. Lets the 3 fly. That shot. Misses.
Really just struggling here. In the first few minutes, 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Jordan the pass to Miles. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Yep, that one goes. And that's now 7 points for Jordan.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The three from Anthony. Drains it from on the arc.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Stolen by Grant. And there's the foul. It goes on Cool Hands. That's his first foul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Harden. We saw him with 10 points last game. A shot by Sims, no good. Jordan, that's for two. And the 76ers tack on two more.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Jordan against Anthony to the inside. A shot by Sims, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4 to the wing on the left. Here's Miles. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Pollard. And it's Grant in the corner. It's good. The assist that time. From Harden. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. And 3 from Jordan. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden looking it over. Sims in the corner. Harden outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-5 run. On the wing, Jordan. Fader on the way. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 11-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Pass to Jordan. Over Anthony. A shot by Jordan, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Anthony. 23 points his last outing. Stolen by Washington. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Jordan. They get it back. Over to the left wing. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Jordan's got 19 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Philadelphia enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide... And the 76ers with some changes. Jordan's checked in for Blunt, and it's Williams in for George. From the arc, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Jordan. 22 points for him.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Williams. He's out there with Jordan. And it's Jeffries in at the one.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, cool hands in that last outing against the Hornets did very solid work. He contributed 61 points, and all game long he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. A fantastic performance from him, something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Pollard. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers leading by 10. To the paint. Wells dishes to Jordan, and he converts the layup. Jordan's got 26 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim run. As centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Duran, he's checked in for Denver. Anthony comes in for James. He makes one of two that time. Watson kicks to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 13. Back to Jordan. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. For Denver, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Watson for three. The Nuggets with another miss. 76ers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And here's Washington outside. Knocks down the three ball. And the 76ers lead by 15.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Count it. Pollard's got his first points of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
To Harden, puts it up from 17. It doesn't go for him.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And so it's Philadelphia with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Happy to have you with us. Let's start things off with our Players of the Week. Guys, how about our winner from the Western Conference?
These days, when they need a bucket, this is the guy they're going to. He's making great reads, finding the weaknesses in every D that they go up against. And as a coach, it's a big advantage to have a player who's so dominant.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2 in the place to be. Most definitely, they seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive Into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Cool Hands in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Grant is out there with Pollard. Then it's Anthony, and it's Harden in the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jordan outside. Miles with a screen on Harden. A shot by Jordan, no good. The Nuggets trail by 18. Harden draws the double. Pass to Sims. And here is Grant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
He gets it in there. Jordan's got the first bucket of the third here for Philadelphia.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Hunt the pass to Jordan. Shoots a fader. That one goes in. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Anthony. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his fifth rebound right now in the game.
That's one for their first four to start the second half. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Harden draws the double. Pollard passes to Sims. That one misses. It's his fifth miss. He's made 4 baskets.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. To halt the run, and it's Miles with the rebound. Miles has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Nuggets making a change here. James has checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Jeffries has checked in. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Well, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Grant gets a wide open look. Sinks the triple. Grant's got 5.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Jeffries. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Sims, the pass to Anthony. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Jordan with the bucket.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Inside, here's a Sims. Misses from close range.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Hunt with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to James. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Jordan. Jordan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Took him no time at all on that one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
The Nuggets with another miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Gets it off. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's Philadelphia sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Jordan, he's checked in for Stokes. And Philadelphia has possession. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Wells. Jordan is out there at Blunt. Then it's George. And it's Jeffries in at the guard position. Harden outside. Uncovered. Basket counts.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Jordan outside over Anthony. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Nuggets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
Yeah, who got him?
Harden the pass to Pollard. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jordan.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Down low. And another one falls. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Anthony. Here's Sims. Rebound by the 76ers. Jordan deciding where to go with it. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.